All right, Eustace, we go try to see everybody now.
Okay.
Maybe since I'm refreshed, I'll be able to see people.
Yeah,
Maybe.
hydrated.
Maybe if we take our time and just walk over, it'll help.
Yeah, maybe.
It's hard to tell. Take our time at the tubs on the way through.
Yeah, I'm starting to stink, but I don't have anything to buy for.
I put my soap in storage so they didn't steal it.
Now that would be a crime of inhumanity.
They stole my oranges, Eustace. Oranges. Ah, here they are right here. Oh, look at them. Yeah, it's a good fit. I think it'll fit just fine. What do you think?
Yeah, but I think you like to at least stretch your legs out.
Well, I mean, if you gotta make do sometimes. Stretching the legs is nice, but this works. We could put a little pad in here when we're not using it for baths, and we could use it as a chair.
That could work.
I think I'm stuck.
That's what you get for getting used to them so much. If I only had my binoculars here, I could probably knock you out. At least you're cleaning it out. That's nice.
It's clean now. Freshly dusted. I like a clean tub. But I'm out of there now. I see Krusty now.
Okay, good.
Do you see Krusty still?
Yeah, I see you.
All right.
Do you see me
I can
now?
see you now.
Oh, yay!
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yay! Oh, that's so wonderful.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Doing good, thank you.
It's been a
that's
terrible
good to
day.
hear.
Just a terrible day.
Oh no, what happened?
We've been robbed twice in 30 minutes.
Twice? Oh my goodness.
We were robbed at the orange orchard earlier, and then we were robbed again out by the, what's the name of that ranch? Emerald Ranch.
Really?
Oh my.
Yeah.
I was by the oranges earlier too, and I was worried about that because remember someone told me before that they got robbed there.
Yeah, there was two people there. They had on tall pointed hats like wizards wear. They said they were trying to dress like scarecrows.
Scarecrows of all things.
Yeah. They took all of our money, and then we got robbed 30 minutes later with no money at all in our pockets. And those people put my hands behind my back, and they put a bag over my head. I got nervous. I thought they were going to take me somewhere or something.
Oh my.
That's horrible.
Yeah, they took my bow, but it's all right. It's the little cheap bow that nobody likes, and it was all right, but I don't know.
Oh
Yeah,
my.
it's the only way to make money, and now we have to find some other way of getting her to make money.
Yeah, that's right.
Excuse me for a
Oh
moment.
no.
But how is everyone else?
Oh, okay. I mean good, but nothing like that has happened recently to
Pardon
me.
me.
It was excitement.
I I mean, do you want a bow? I have an extra one.
No, we'll get one. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you, but we'll get one.
Alright. I just want you guys to make your monies, you know. It's hard out there.
It is Maggie May.
Yeah, how's it going?
Doing well. How are you today?
Good. Just did a little railroading and decided to walk over here, check it out before I went to sleep.
Did you ride the train, or are you conducting the train?
Tonight we just had our railroad meeting that we have.
Are you going to join the railroad?
Yeah, I've been on the railroad.
I
It's been a
didn't
lot of
know
fun.
that. That's exciting.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
exciting.
real good time. They're going to run a train out in New Austin, so I decided I didn't have quite enough time to run out there and do that with them. But yeah, it's a really good time. I enjoy the railroad.
We're going to have to take the train. We got robbed today, so we don't have any money at all anymore. But when we get some, the train has been very elusive for us. It's either never in town or we don't have enough money to take a ride. But we'll eventually get there.
Yeah. And honestly, I mean, we're hiring a bunch right now, which will hopefully mean that the service is more consistent. That's the hope anyway.
That's good. What are you going to do on the train?
I like to conduct or do security. I know that we're going to start doing some like parcel delivery stuff because folks have been getting robbed a lot.
Yeah.
So like even out farming and such. So we want to just provide that like safety so people don't. Not saying the train don't get robbed sometimes, but it's at least safer than being out with carts and wagons and stuff.
So have you practiced your conductor voice where the train is getting ready to leave the station and you say that one word? Can you say that one word?
Well, I don't know what one word you're talking about. Typically, I just raise my hand and they go.
Well.
Shoot.
Well, the conductor always says, "All aboard."
Oh yeah. I guess I was thinking about that being 2 words. I was thinking too hard about it.
Oh, I was thinking that was one word, but you need to practice that.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's a good time. I feel like I don't know. I've met a lot of fun people on it, and the sights are beautiful too.
We heard there's an inner loop and an outer loop. It sounds digestive. It sounds like upper intestine and lower intestine to me.
Pretty much. The outer loop is just gorgeous. The inner loop's nice too if you're trying to just kind of get around, but
The outer loop is so beautiful.
We're going to have to do it. We've got it on our plans.
Yeah.
well, I'm sorry y'all got robbed. What happened?
Oh, we were in the oranges earlier, and somebody stuck a gun in my ribs and said, "Hold your hands up." And then they stole all of my money. And then we got robbed 30 minutes later.
Are you kidding?
Got
Oh my
robbed
God.
a second time. It was someone different this time. They had on a mask that looked like a bird with a really long beak on the front. And yeah,
I don't like that.
That's scary.
I don't like that. They put a bag on my head, and that's what worried me more than anything. I got nervous. I couldn't
my
see
God.
anything, and I got afraid that they were going to scoop me and put me on a horse and take me somewhere else or something. I thought that was it. I couldn't even see Eustace anywhere. I got really nervous.
Oh my
But
God.
they took my oranges and my bow, and somebody took my lantern, but when you rob twice in 30 minutes, I don't really know who took it. Someone did.
Right. Well, look, I got an extra bow. You want one of my extra bows?
No, it's all right. We'll get a bow, but it's fine. It's just we haven't had time to go get one yet, but we will.
We'll make ends meet.
Y'all need to get a gun getting robbed out there so often. You gotta protect yourself.
We've never had a gun, but we probably need one. We could,
It's pretty hard. Even with a gun, they still handcuff you, or they search your pockets, or they tie you up. Oh,
grabbing people in the orange orchard, that's not nice.
Honestly, I mean, it has gotten really bad lately.
It has. We were just at a meeting from, the mayor had a meeting, and the police weren't even at the meeting. They were supposed to be there.
Was
What
it
the
a
hell?
was it a meeting or was it a piss fight between the doctors and somebody wanting a petition?
The
Oh,
doctors are
God.
trying to. Someone started a petition to split the doctor's office into 2 offices, an eastern office and a western office for this town. 2 different offices in town, but the doctors don't want to do that. And so I don't know what they determined with it. They're still arguing when we left. It took them a while to talk
They're
about it
just
all.
lucky they have a job. We don't have anything.
Right. No, that's crazy. Is that all they talked about?
Yeah,
Yeah,
They're also having a Mr. Saint-Denis contest.
Krusty, you could be in it, Mr. Saint-Denis.
oh my, no. Everyone always wants me to join, but no. I have stage fright. I know it's on the casino cruise, but in front of so many people, oh no, I can't.
Mr. Krusty, you just need a little bit of liquor, a little bit of swamp bourbon. You'd be up there having a ball.
Oh my, that's a good mixture.
Opened up.
I think that you'd like it once you got off over that stage fright.
Oh, probably, maybe.
We also,
Go ahead, sorry.
no, you're all right. We also heard about a couple's retreat. Sounded interesting.
Ooh, what's that about?
Someone else was doing that. I don't think they're from Saint Denis. She asked if anyone had anything that they wanted to promote, even if it wasn't from in town. And someone said, well, we're doing a couple's retreat, but I can't remember all the details on it.
Yeah, she didn't give him any details. She said
I
it
didn't
was,
think so.
didn't even have a date. Good day.
Well, he was excited.
I don't know your name, ma'am, with the necklace.
Oh, I'm Zahra Minakova.
Oh, it's nice to meet you. My name's Elvini.
Hello, Miss Alvini.
Hello.
And I'm Eustace, Dustinbagg.
Hello, Eustace Dustinbagg.
I like your style.
Thank you. I like it clean.
You understand?
I feel like you always look fresh.
She's a very clean lady,
Well, there's enough filth for all of us on the streets of Saint Denis, so
There sure is.
Yeah, you are not lying about that.
We found plenty of filth in the orange orchard today.
Oh my, the garbage is going everywhere.
It
Stuff
is.
like that makes me want to go just stake out and be ready to protect people, but you know, I don't get paid to be a cop, so.
That's right. That's why they're supposed to be there. But we'll see.
So is
What
that
may-
all that was discussed at the meeting or anything else?
That's all that we heard. We had to leave after a little while. The doctors were still talking about doctor stuff, but we don't really understand either side of it, not really knowing any of it.
Yeah, they were just talking back and forth about how they just didn't like their management, and management wasn't listening to them, and they weren't listening to management. And it was just a pissing match.
Have you ever been standing and listening to a conversation, but you can only hear 1 out of 3 people?
Oh yeah.
That made it difficult.
Yeah, sounds like it was dusty.
Yeah, it was. It's all that fog that comes in off of the swamps out there.
And then one of the
Very
arguments, and one of the arguments that they were making is, if they went through with this, that Nancy would start charging $100 for her.
$100.
$100.
Jesus.
Just
That's crazy.
roll me to the cemetery.
Right. I mean, that's a lot of money for Nancy's services.
It is, especially if you're going to be robbed twice in 30 minutes. They might as well roll me into the swamps.
maybe they should increase the taxes in the bank so that everyone's health insurance is covered.
I don't even like the bank. They offered us a toaster when we opened our account, and basically took all our money.
It was just a stick that you put bread on. It was. We got we got sort of tricked into that, and then we put all the money in there. They're very proud of that bank. They take a lot of money out of there.
Now they're running a new promotion. They're giving you the pins for free right there on the counter, but they want you to buy the exclusive bank ink that goes into the pen.
That's right, and they leave the little pins out. They look so shiny, and then you're afraid to touch them.
That's true.
Yeah.
Sometimes
that's-
it comes with a chain, sometimes it does not.
That's right. I like a pin with a chain on it. That's exciting. You could wear that as like a bracelet or something. Could be nice.
Yes, writing on the go.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Oh, have you heard they also make pens just for women?
I didn't know. What?
Yes.
Well,
It looks
that's
completely like a normal pen.
just charged us
But it's
more, right?
For women, yes.
Does it cost? Yeah, I thought it costed extra. That sounds right. And then is there a little tax? Is there an extra tax that other people don't pay if they buy a pin? That's always nice.
That sounds right.
Yeah, it sounds right. 2 kinds of pins. If you buy this one, there's no tax on it. But if you buy the pin for women, it's got a tax.
You'd think in 1902 we'd be past that.
That would be nice.
Taxation
what is this,
without
1802?
representation.
Oh my.
1902, I think.
Eustace.
What? What did I?
It's a proverbial question.
That's right. I second guessed myself really quick too. I don't, I'm just out here living life. I don't keep track.
That's right. Well, these modern times. I didn't ask you, ma'am. What do you think about electricity? We get
scary.
nervous. Yeah, we get nervous of it.
I just heard of the phrase, a Commonwealth phrase, lightning in a bottle. That sounds dangerous.
That sounds like electricity to me. Electricity is so scary. I'm nervous of it. I like the oil lanterns. I don't see why we have to change over.
Yeah, and
doesn't make sense.
all the wiring's not real pretty either, if I have to be honest.
It's everywhere.
Everywhere. Gotta be careful you don't touch it.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that.
It looks very dangerous.
They put all this electricity in for this little streetcar. They put a track right down the street and everything. And now where's the streetcar? What did they do with it after they got all the electricity put in?
Well, look, the train company wants the streetcar to run, because that'd be fun as just like a free public service.
I want that to happen.
But the
That would be
police
so
won't let it
amazing.
happen.
Oh
What?
my goodness, these policemen.
What in the world?
Yeah, they said it'd be a public safety issue, which I get, but then you just gotta learn to stay off the tracks.
Exactly.
Well, listen, if the railroad tracks can be safe, then the streetcar tracks can be safe.
Well,
Good
the
point.
railroad tracks, people park their stuff on the railroad tracks, and we can't stop a train real quick. But for the
Yeah.
most part, I mean, you live and you learn. I feel like it'd be a lot of fun, but nope.
No, it would be. I'm so sick of walking to the Staples from Doyle's. It is so far.
It's so
Right?
far.
And only some of the streets are paved. Some of the streets are just mud. You gotta walk through the mud to get somewhere. The streetcar, you're just above the mud.
It's not even mud.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Not
Gross.
all of it.
But walking's not in fashion. It's running. Running's in fashion right now.
It is in fashion. Everyone is doing it. Me and Eustace are trying to do a little more running than we used to because we don't want to look unfashionable like everyone else who's running everywhere they go.
Like that person running in behind you.
There they go.
Somewhere to be.
That's
Barely
right.
saw him.
Yeah, I know. Doyle's being on the other end of town than to the to the horses is real inconvenient.
Yes, it is.
No wonder nobody works here. They just don't want to go.
Mm-hmm. I hear that.
But I am excited to hear that you're part of the railroad. And now I'm even more excited to try to get on that train eventually.
Mm-hmm. I know if we were running tonight, I'd pay for your tickets. It's a fun little time.
Well, we only saw the train one time. It was in the station and we did not have enough money to take the train. And then since then, we've either seen the train go by while it was running or we haven't seen it stop anywhere at all.
Yeah,
So,
we know it's been by because it's left its tracks.
that's you.
You can, it updates in the county ledger, so if you want to see if it's running, we always update it there.
Ooh.
And then you can see where we are too. So like, say you're out in Valentine and you know, you're like, oh, maybe the train's running so I can get back to St. Denis faster.
I do wish there was at least one consistent time
Yeah.
that it runs so that I could telegram businesses and be like, hey, meet me at this time at this station and we'll just, trade our goods and then we're off.
Yeah, so the parcel delivery service that we're starting, so there are people called station masters, and we have station masters at most of the ones on the inner loop. So we have one at St. Denis and Rhodes and Valentine and Ansburg, I think. But they can help you, and it's all confidential, so nobody knows what's inside the packages. But you can like drop your stuff off there, and they'll send it to where. So like if you had crops or something you wanted up in Ansburg, you could send them down to St. Denis and the station masters would do the picking up for you. So you wouldn't even necessarily have to be there.
Oh, that is much more convenient.
But
yes.
That's something that's like real new. That's actually part of what we were talking about today at our meeting. But honestly, I feel like we normally, the 7 p.m. Eastern storm, I feel like that's typically when it runs. Like if we're going to run a train, it's typically during this storm.
Of course.
But hopefully with hiring more, because you only have to have one conductor, one engineer, and you can run a train. So hopefully with hiring more folks, it'll just be, one always running.
Mm-hmm. And you could just remind the passengers to bring their own arms.
Mm-hmm. Can't have them out on the train, but, well, you can have your,
Hooray!
but you can't have your long arm out. But yeah, I mean, it's a good time. I feel like the government isn't being super supportive about our different ideas and stuff, but as soon as they get on board, we'll be good to go.
On board. I see what you did there.
Ha ha ha.
Choo-choo.
Choo-choo.
Gotta have 4 chugga-chuggas. Chugga.
Chugga, 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 chugga.
Choo-choo.
I love those.
18. Oh yeah,
Ooh.
I know we were talking about doing the dining cart train and then a train behind it with just flatbeds if people want, because like it's hard to sightsee on a dining train. That's the only bad part about it.
But that's a good idea.
But that's the only one that is like a consistent, like every Saturday at 8 Eastern or whatever it is.
Have a nice evening out. Do they do a dessert on the dining car?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, different saloons, and we have the new bakery come. It's like different places will come on the train and do their services.
Mm-hmm. This past weekend, they were serving something called espresso.
Espresso. That sounds interesting.
Is that anything?
It sounds wrong, but it was delicious.
Espresso.
Does it use those the coffee beans? Is it the bean soup served as a beverage?
That's what we've heard. That this coffee is just, it's beans, and they turn it into some kind of weak bean soup.
It's delicious. Have y'all ever had it before?
No, I haven't had it.
Oh, hell yeah. There's actually a coffee shop over across the street from the Bastille that typically they have folks working in there, but when it's open, you can grab coffee, and it's pretty good. You should give it a shot.
I get interested in soup sometimes as well. I've been wanting to see what kind of soup they serve in this kitchen back here, but they never do open the door.
It's more of a broth.
Yeah, the cowboys who live and work and livestock, they have some coffee. Now their coffee's very very strong,
Ooh.
but it's good. It's kind of addictive too, honestly.
Oh.
Like jolts of energy.
Oh my. I like energy at my age. It's nice to have some sometimes.
I hear that.
Have you ever looked closely at my monocle or one like it?
No, but now I'm gonna.
Yeah, I gotta get where I gotta face the light. All right, here we go. If you look, you gotta kind of look through your eyes at it. There's something special there that you might see.
Oh my god,
Oh,
that's
there it is.
amazing.
Isn't that interesting?
Watch out, here comes a parade of horses down the street.
They're gonna have to watch out for my monocle. We're busy.
Is it?
You see along the edge of the monocle, there's something kind of red tinted there. It's different.
Is that another eye?
Looks like something you might see in the sky, kind of like a crescent moon.
Oh,
Isn't that unusual?
interesting.
That is amazing.
They
That is
sold me this.
terrifying.
They sold me this monocle and I didn't. It's actually half of Eustace's old glasses. We kind of pretend that it's a monocle, but Eustace fell and broke his glasses, and I wear one side of them as a monocle. It looks special that way, and not like broken glasses.
And this, you'll always have a piece of Eustace with you.
That's right.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, we've been together for 60 years. 60.
60 whole years.
60.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Where did you two meet in 1842?
Oh,
that was really quick math. I'm very impressed.
That was also very long ago.
where did we meet, darling? You know better than I do. That
I do? Oh, good. I was worried that you would know, so now I'm happy I do. It was on a street corner
yes, every street corner.
in Blackwater. Eustace grew up in Blackwater.
Oh yes, it's a good place to go hunting and fishing.
Yeah, it was on a street corner. We were passing each other, and you know how you get worried that your ankle is going to show sometimes? I was kind of nervous about that. And I used to sew little coins into the bottom of my dress so it would stay down even if the wind was really getting up. And yeah, one of the little coins had worn through and fallen, and it rolled over to the edge of the sidewalk and had fallen in a crack, and I was trying to get it. And as I stood up, I bumped right into poor Eustace.
Oh, how lovely.
Oh,
Just like these guys.
what's that?
Oh, he's talking
I
to
think
the
there's traffic
lawman.
jam.
They were in the middle protecting the road.
This is so typical. The cart is driving in the cart lane, but there's a sheriff just blocking the cart lane.
Oh my.
But yes, that's how we met 60 whole years ago.
Well, that's amazing. So, who made the first like romantic move?
Probably me. I used to get down on one knee and propose to her, and
It all started with that coin. He got down on his knee to fish the coin out of the street gutter.
I'll go.
And as he was down on his knee, I thought,
Left turn,
someday
slide.
this... What happened? I didn't used to be so nervous about horses and people yelling, but then 30 minutes apart we were robbed, and now when horses are around and people are yelling stuff at you, it makes me nervous now.
but they can't rob what you don't have.
That's true.
I have
look,
$5.
I tell you
whole
what,
dollars.
I'll be going down fighting too. So if I'm around, guns will be out and blazing.
I like your style.
I spent too much of my life not being in control of it. So nowadays, if I gotta go down with a fight, I'll go down with a fight.
I love that.
I will say though, since I started wearing this gun on my hip, I get like approached by nonsense kind of people a little bit less. Watch, I say that though, watch me walk away and immediately get robbed. But I do feel like when I used to run around a lot and I didn't have it on my hip, I'd get robbed more. So I don't know if that's a coincidence or not.
That could not be. I wonder if I can make one out of a piece of wood. Can I carve one and stick it on the side?
I
So
guess
that
you
way-
could.
Well, if they get it away from you that way, they can't really use it against you either.
Very true.
So if you carve a gun, can you put a rubber band on it and shoot it at them?
What if it could launch peaches or something like that?
Ooh, like a catapult.
Or rotten tomatoes? I'm sure Tony can get us some rotten tomatoes. He's a farmer.
Rotten bananas. Unpeeled rotten bananas.
Oh, that's even gross.
Yeah, we'll teach them.
Or maybe a rotten wormed apple. Now that's getting really downright disgusting there.
The officers in town, they need to dress like plainclothes town folk, and they need to make their way around these areas where people are getting robbed.
Yeah, undercover.
Yeah, they need to make it look like, you know, the elders who don't know what they're doing and haven't had a gun in forever.
Yeah, they're too concerned, I feel like, about stupid stuff like folks growing swamp herb. I feel like they're so worried about that, they're not worried about protecting their citizens.
Who cares about swamp herb?
Preach.
Let everyone have the swamp herb.
That's what I'm saying.
Then it's like the doctors are fighting with each other, but yet nobody buys anything from me. I go over there and I sell leather, I sell anything, even herbs, and nobody wants to buy anything.
Everyone tells Eustace, oh, you got leather for sale? Horse trainers will buy leather. And every horse trainer you talk to, they say, oh, no, we don't need leather. Oh, we got plenty of leather. We don't need any at all. We got 3 people that we talk to who give us leather.
Yeah, it's like people kind of are like suppliers, I feel like. They put up posters and kind of list the stuff that they got.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's
you
hard.
try to do that. If you have enough leather, you could put up some posters and say, you know, if anybody wants some, to contact you. That way you're not running around.
Yeah, I've got about 400 probably.
Hell yeah, you should put up some posters around town and just say, like, if you need leather, contact me here. Here's my telegram. Here's how much I'm selling it for. I feel like that would be a good idea.
And even making cloth as well.
Yeah, you already look like a cobbler, so that would fit.
Yeah, and that way the, random people who need it and don't have a supplier already, that would be a smart move.
But yeah, I keep giving my telegram out, but no one does.
Howdy,
send it.
y'all.
Howdy.
How they do?
Did you guys go to the town hall meeting?
Or the pissing match.
Wasn't it a shit show?
Yes. Doctors fussing over doctors.
It's my favorite kind of drama.
Drama, insanity.
Isn't that considered socialized medicine? Why don't we just publicize it and make it public?
Exactly. I personally enjoyed listening to all them going back and forth.
It sounds like it was a doctor meeting, not a town hall. They should have done that business on their own time.
I mean, honestly, I was kind of glad to be a fly on the wall. The way they were getting angry at each other, that was the best thing I've heard in months.
Well, that is exciting. So what was the outcome? Like, did anything get decided?
The outcome was basically 2 sides pissing on each other, and then they both decided to stop pissing on each other to then discuss it at a later date.
That's what Eustace said.
It's a pissing match, yes?
Well, they need to rehydrate and do it again, I guess.
Right.
They should be lucky to have a job in this Commonwealth, but yet here I am flat broke.
That's all
Welcome
right.
to the club.
I feel like they could do all that on their own time instead of airing it all out in the public.
Exactly.
But yet
But
the
I'm glad
mayor,
they did it in the public.
but yet the mayor never did address anything about the crime. We got robbed twice today, and within 30 minutes of each other.
2 times. Have you ever been handcuffed with a bag over your head, Phyllis?
Only in the bedroom.
That happened to me outside Emerald Ranch. I got nervous. I was getting ready to go over the back of a horse or something. They were going to
Lord,
take
that
me
is
away
scary.
somewhere.
I'm glad that you made it out alive.
I did. I'm fine. I'm made of sturdy stuff. It's all right.
That's
Just-
good.
I'm just glad they didn't roll me around on the ground or something.
Yeah, they can be a little rough sometimes.
Yeah, you never know.
Well, it is disappointing that, you know, they didn't get to talk about any of the stuff other than doctor stuff going on in Saint Denis.
Oh, Tony is selling, is having a farmer's market.
Oh, he was wanting to.
Yeah, it's May something, I forget the date, but he's going to have a farmer's market.
Oh, yes. I miss some Birdie selling lip paint. I just bought me some.
Ooh, which color did you get?
I got the red.
Oh, fabulous.
Look at that. I like that shade. I like red, though. If you couldn't tell.
Yes. You might have to go talk to her. It's only $15.
I won't say it.
Oh. Hide your money. Poor people around.
Oh my.
Welcome to Saint Denis.
Well, that's true. Well, you guys have a good day now.
You as well.
Too.
Yes, everything costs a fortune here. If Nancy's going up to $100, they really are going to have to do something.
Yeah, that's not very friendly to, especially like new folk to the Commonwealth. I mean, I remember how hard it was. It's still hard to make money, but I remember how hard it was at first to even know, you know, up from down, much less having to concern yourself paying $100 for Nancy.
I feel like not half a year ago, Nancy was $35. Now she's gone up 3 times the price.
Well, inflation around here is so expensive.
It is.
It's a damn shame. That's what it is.
I guess I'm lucky to have $5.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I always go back and forth with if I want to keep my money in the bank or not.
I hate the bank.
I know, it's like I wanted to get it out right before I go to sleep so they can't take it
Yes.
from me while I'm sleeping.
That's right, 'cause they take it when you're sleeping, and you don't even know how long you might be asleep for.
Right. It's like you come back to nothing.
Well,
Exactly.
here's a tip: turn all of your money into cigarettes.
Ooh.
And you know, there's a tobacconist here. You can just sell it to the tobacconist here when you need the money. No taxes.
Yeah, that is very smart.
That's a smart idea. Do you get about the same as what you had in your pocket when you get the cigarettes? If you sell them, do you get about the same back again?
Well, you would have invested it, so you get more.
Ooh.
Turn a little bit of a profit.
Yeah, that's right. I like this idea.
Yeah, I always forget about doing cigarettes. I feel like before I worked for the train company, I did a lot of hunting and a little bit of farming, but
I just don't know if I want to support that old nasty habit, you know? And just smoking and all that stuff.
yeah, the whiskey used to get me when I'd go out on my hunting trips by myself. That whiskey and lack of women. But I definitely liked me a cigar out there too. Kept me warm and company, but I kicked the habit.
We gave our retired horse, she was spending her last few days with us, and we took the retired horse around town, and we thought there was a barrel full of water, and Elvina gave it 6 scoops of whiskey.
She wanted more. I gave her a scoop, and then she wanted more, and I thought she's really thirsty for this barrel of water. And then we kind of caught a glimpse of it in the light, and it had stamped on the side whiskey, but we didn't see that when we gave it to her. We didn't know it was whiskey.
Well, she must have went out with a fun time.
Well, we had to come to Doyle's quickly and buy some Lucky Lube, and she had to take that as well to coat her stomach, so the whiskey didn't do anything terrible to her. She was a retired police horse. She had seen some stuff.
Then we took it over to the peach orchard and allowed her to have some peaches off the vines, and
did.
and then over to the sugar cane, and she just had a wonderful time.
Do peaches grow on vines? That's like carrots growing on trees. You need to do a little more farming, Eustace.
Well, the farming's not my expertise, but hunting is.
Yeah, that's right.
Have y'all heard about the new hunting stuff out? I heard there's gonna be like game wardens and stuff.
Oh yes, the prices of leather is going to skyrocket. It's going to at least quadruple because since hunters are going to have to purchase this license, so we're going to raise our prices as well. So you might as well buy your leather now. I got a pretty good deal right now going on, 2 for 1 or 1 for 2.
Very nice.
When do we get a break? When do the townspeople get the break? Every time we turn around another tax.
Yeah, I wonder, even if I just wanted to go hunt some gators or something, or is it like big game that you have to have a license for?
I don't know.
They're going to probably say anything like deer or something like that's probably going to be protected. Something like a turtle maybe be protected. Yeah.
What if they do this where they say, well, the license doesn't cover stuff like turtles. If you hunt turtles, then you're violating the law.
Yeah.
They could do something like that too. That's ugh.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how all that works out, because did y'all hear that?
I knew they were getting that soup ready.
A super broth. I think someone said broth earlier.
I could smell the soup all the way over here, and I heard them. They were really clanking those dishes, and you need to calm down with those dishes. There's not going to be any left. They're really, really clanking dishes together today.
Okay, unlock the door.
Huh? Oh, just pry the door. Take one of the bags and throw it through the window, Maggie. One of the bags of snakes they have outside here, and throw it through the window.
Bags of snakes? Oh.
It's rattlesnakes. I heard they keep rattlesnakes in these bags, Maggie. It's terrible.
I would be panicking if that were true.
And look in that box. Is that potatoes or is that apples? Why are they serving apple soup?
These are apples.
That's apples.
Horse apples at best.
Horse apples at that. Horse apple soup. Who in the world? And rattlesnakes too. There you go, get in.
Oh.
Someday. Can you get back out of it?
I hope so.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, whew. You know, I always thought I could climb up on this thing and jump in, but then I got really nervous I could never get out again. So I've never tried.
Well, now you know. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. Oh, my God.
That
I'm
was
so
just
sorry.
a love smack. You had a fly on your face, I'm sure.
I have a lot of flies right now. Thank you. That's one less. Or 2.
Yeah, look, I just got real excited after jumping in the soup kitchen, you know.
That's right.
Let me walk away and calm down.
It's easy to get excited about soup.
I do love soup.
That's right. And dancing. I remember that.
I love a good time. I know, I was talking to Miss Pinkerton about maybe doing some singing for her, but I ain't seen her around in some while.
No, I'm not sure who she is.
She has a talent agency, so you can sing for her, and she kind of I would say rent you out, but she kind of rents your services out to different like saloons or whatever.
That's exciting. I wonder, have you ever tried to dance on board the train? Is it slippery?
Dancing's okay. Setting up a scene, definitely not. But I've never had problems dancing on the train.
I was thinking if you did thinking if you did dinner night, you could also have dancing if you had one of those little flat cars.
Hell yeah, I know. I keep telling folks, or I was telling folks at Doyle's, I was like, we need to have like a fashion show next time they do the bar cart.
That's perfect.
Right?
Fashion show, dinner, dancing, and just an event, a whole event.
I think we're going to start raffling off tickets so that you can rent out a whole train for a night.
Oh my goodness, that's a very smart idea.
Yeah, so you could like get a raffle ticket, and if you win, you can do whatever you want on the train.
Oh, I like the sound of all this.
Oh, whatever you want.
If you rent it out for a private event.
Here we go.
Yeah, you
Bet
could
we
host
could,
a party. You could do
Buy
whatever.
a whole suitcase of Lucky Lube and
Right, exactly.
better strip the carpeting off the dining cart before, otherwise,
Yeah, we'll have to make
Really?
some cleanup after.
or just throw the entire car into the river. It'll be so ruined by then.
Yeah, we'll take out our old trains for that so we can retire them with a party.
Retirement party for the train car.
Hell yeah.
Join us.
But yeah, I mean, you can rent the train out. I think it's like $500 or something, and you can rent it out for a night and choose what train you want and who gets to come. And I thought that Miss Irma Jean, we were gonna do an event for her to celebrate her mayor stuff, but I know it's been hard for her to really get any mayoral powers, so we ain't done it yet.
Soon, maybe.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how we can support her.
I know, it's like we need to write a petition or something.
Or throw fire bombs into the government building.
Oh my. Getting attention.
I love how you think, Zethra.
Yeah.
As long as there's whiskey, I'd be there. Undercover, because I can't lose my railroad job getting in
That's
trouble.
right. That's right.
But I love a little spy moment undercover.
There's always some kind of drama happening in town. Always something to see.
That is definitely the good part about Saint Denis. I feel like always something going on.
Yes, there is.
Well, I think I am going to go and put myself to bed, but it was so nice to see y'all.
It was nice to see you again as well. We're going as well. It's getting late for us.
Yeah, I gotta spiritually work with middle schoolers very early tomorrow, so.
Oh, yes, it's time then.
All right, well, y'all have a good evening, and I'm sure I'll see y'all around.
We will.
Good night,
Good
everyone.
night.
Good night. See everyone later. It was nice to meet you, by the way.
Nice to meet you officially as well.
Pleasure meeting you. Sleep
Yes, it
well.
was. You have a good evening.
As I check my memories, Miss Elvini and Mr. Eustace.
Elvini and Eustace, Dustinbagg. It's nice to meet you. You watch out for robbers. It happens 2 times within 30 minutes sometimes.
Oh, don't worry. The last couple of times I've come face to face with robbers, I've won.
Ooh, I like that. I like that attitude.
I like nice, strong women, yes.
Have a good evening.
Goodbye.
All right, Eustace, I think it's time.
Yeah, it's time.